Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's your boys, Mike and Mish, fresh off of the Mission Accomplished Bare Knuckle Awards last night. That was fucking awesome. What's up, Mike?
It was awesome. I have to say, I've got an awards hangover.
It was fantastic, man. It went off without a hitch. I swear. Like, we were really worried about putting on a good show for everybody. We wanted to really do all these fighters a real justice. They all deserved it. We wanted to do it right. We put on the bow ties and we did our thing, and I feel like it went really well. But you know what? Tonight is back to business as usual. Back to the hoodies and t-shirts, as everybody could see. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Joe Ivy and Susan Walker, and all you guys that love the look last night, but that's not an everyday thing.
Yeah, because you won't love it. If we do it every day, you won't love it anymore. Yeah. Then we got to try to one up that, and I still know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, it was a great time. Maybe next year it'll be even bigger. We'll have more categories. I was actually messaging with a few people today. Cutman G was saying, "Hey, what about a best Cutman category?" And he named me 2-3 guys that he can compete up against. We got Eddie and the other guys. So I'm like, maybe next year, maybe best dressed next year, Travis Thompson, maybe maybe male fighter of the year and female fighter of the year, male rookie of the year, female rookie of the year,
best gym, best coach,
best gym, best coach. We'll see what we can do, man. It was an hour-long show last night. We only did 8 categories. Maybe we bump it up to 15 categories next year and we run it for an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. But tonight is back to business as usual with the Mike and Mish show. We got 2 guests coming on tonight. Both of these people are going to be fighting January 27th in Myrtle Beach, BKFC 35. We got Veronika Dmitriyeva, also known as Nika Dmitriyeva, the Russian bomb. She's coming off a tough loss to Jenny Savage, but you know what? Jenny Savage is nobody to sneeze at in your debut in the BKFC, and she'll be taking on Nguyen coming up in Myrtle Beach. And then, of course, we got one half of the main event, title eliminator, Gogo Slaveski is going to be on tonight too.
Gogo. I really thought that Gogo was going to take Rookie of the Year.
So did I.
I really thought so because of the 4 fights in 7 months. I was surprised, and you know what? It was fantastic. That's the best thing about the show was the fact that like when we got to counting and we got all of the winners, we were like, yo, I'm surprised by this. I'm surprised by that. That's awesome. Like it was awesome because it's like when you expect something, it's not that, you know what I mean? You don't have that same feeling when you expect everything. But when you see what the people voted for and you go, wow, that's awesome. That's what made me feel good about it. I was like, yo, this is great. Everyone's going to be surprised by basically by most of these, They're going to be like, holy shit. Like Ty Emery didn't win?
Right.
Oh, come on. Even Tony Soto, I think, would have voted for Ty Emery. Come on.
Right. So, of course, like you got Joe Ivy in the comments saying the numbers were rigged. We know who she was backing all the way.
You can actually go count them. They're still there.
You can go count them. Yeah, we can find the only ones you can't count are the ones that are in our DMs and our messages. But you know what? You can go count all the public ones. And there wasn't too many in the DMs and the messengers that would change what was happening public. Shout out to DJ Tony, Kevin Smith. I see you in there. Weekly Bus. What's up, fellas? Monica. Hello, Miss Monica. How are you? Susan, Joe, Big Ben. Thank you guys for all tuning in. I think we should do a shout out to our sponsors real quick before we bring in Dmitriyeva. Yes. Let's go with the greatest commercial of all time for the greatest mortgage company of all time. Here we go.
Norcom Mortgage and Michael Mish are delivering the American dream to those who serve America, helping veterans obtain the dream of home ownership. They offer programs that include no money down, no first-time homebuyer requirement, 100% cash-out refinances, rehab loans. They can help you purchase a home, purchase a condo, refinance an existing mortgage, create a dream home with rehab loan. To learn more, visit www.michaelmish.norcommortgage.com or call 860-884-2103. Sitting in front of the tape recorder as a kid, and that's all I dreamed of is making stupid ass commercials that become good. You know what I'm saying? Like silly commercials. I used to sit down with a tape recorder and my friends used to record ourselves doing the dumbest shit ever. and then just play it back like 1,000 times. And that makes me laugh every time I hear it.
Yeah, but
I
here
mean,
you
I'm
are,
almost
dude.
embarrassed, but I love it. You know what I mean?
20 years later, you got the voice of an angel that could sell ketchup popsicles to a woman in white gloves. You're the man, Mike. You are the man, just like the man, Michael Mish with Norcom Mortgage, the best in the business, licensed in 38 states. If you guys need loans, you need to, get a new mortgage and lock in that rate forever. He's the guy to do it. He will get you the lowest one possible. Mike is the man. You got to use that. You got to get on his social media pages or use that number, call him up. And of course,
He's licensed in 38 states,
including Florida, all you fighters that live down in Florida that want to purchase a home, that's the man for you right there. And on our chest, my chest, his chest, you could see Guerrilla Warfare Apparel is our other main sponsor. Go to guerrillawarfareapparel.com, use the promo code Mike and Mish, get 15% off your purchase, and look as cool as the guys you're looking at right now. Ain't that right, Mike?
Stay violent.
Stay violent. Yeah, man. So we're waiting on the invite's been sent. We're just waiting on Veronika Dmitriyeva right now. But Mike, let's talk about this card that these two are going to be tussling on pretty soon. Go ahead and run through the picks if you want.
Let's do it. How about we start right here?
Right there. The other half of the show tonight, Gogo Slaveski, man. He's on a 4-fight win streak, and he fought 4 times in 7 months in his rookie campaign, like we just talked about. Is it Yodinis or Yodinis?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Yeah, because because you want to know why I'm asking? Because I was watching John Morgan talk to David Feldman, and he called him your Dennis. He called him your Dennis Cedeno. So I don't know. Either way, Gogo's fighting Cedeno, and Cedeno fought, I want to say last year, Knucklemania 2. Is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's a savage himself. These two guys are coming for that 165-pound title, and I think it's going to be something special in that main event. Before we go any deeper into this card, let's go ahead and bring in our first guest of the evening. She is here. She is fighting a longtime combat sport veteran, Muay Thai, MMA, bare knuckle MMA. She's fighting Andy Nguyen, January 27th in Myrtle Beach. Beautiful Myrtle Beach. I hope it's for good weather, man.
Oh,
I want that
so.
good.
Oh,
I want that
I'm
good
sick
weather.
of this cold weather.
Anyways, here we go. The Russian bomb herself, Veronika Dmitriyeva. Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello, hello.
Veronica, can you hear us? Maybe not. I don't think she can hear us talking. I'm going to send her a message.
She can hear us. Send her a message and let her know to back out and get back in here. The joys of live broadcasting, and this is what happens. It happened last night, but it was good because there's an award show, and we were able to just kind of work through it because you didn't have to listen to us do nods talk for acceptance speeches. That was the beauty of last night. So here's another fight on the card. Keith Richardson is coming over from MMA. You might know him. Taylor Starling, Keith Richardson, and then Justin Scoggins is going to be making his bare knuckle debut, which I feel like a lot of people don't know about. Justin Scoggins making his debut on the 27th. So that is a big time fight that is happening.
So what I remember, what I want to remind everybody about Keith Richardson, if you guys don't remember Keith Richardson, Keith, of course, is Taylor's head coach, and you see him every time, but he was on our show as a guest before he fought. I don't remember what promotion he was fighting for earlier last year.
Was that ex-MMA?
Maybe. And he was and he won that. He's got a really, really impressive MMA record. The dude can fucking scrap. But the one thing about him, that if you guys go back to that episode that we had him on, he talked about how he got into fighting because of his severe PTSD from deploying as a Marine to Fallujah. And the combat within a squared circle or a cage or a boxing ring, that is the closest thing that he could find to get him like back calmed down. He felt like he needed to be back in that combat, that war theater. He needed to be back in there. He didn't feel comfortable outside of the war theater. And something about his anxiety and the PTSD that he had was so strong. He started doing jujitsu, and then all of a sudden he started working in mixed martial arts, and then he really felt extremely comfortable inside that ring against somebody. And I thought that was pretty amazing of him, and he really turned his life around too. He said he was in a bad way, fighting PTSD and all kinds of depression and shit, and mixed martial arts saved his life. Now he's a gym owner and a head coach and a successful mixed martial artist, professional mixed martial artist, and he's making his bare knuckle debut finally after coaching his girlfriend 3 times in bare knuckle. He's gonna make his own debut against a well-known MMA name in Justin Scoggins, so that is very cool.
Yeah,
I mean, shout out
definitely awesome.
to yeah.
And the next one, Woods versus Miller. Not too familiar with either one of these guys. Are you familiar with them, Kyle?
No, but Jonathan Miller looks very familiar. Has he fought before?
I believe he has, but we have never spoken with him, and we have never been to an event that he was at. So, but we'll get to know them when we are there. We will probably be interviewing them face to face and getting some content with them. And well, look at what we have here.
Yeah, there she is. She backed out of her invite link, and we're just waiting for her to come back in. But like I was saying, man, Dmitriyeva, I really can't wait for her to come in here because I want to ask her about her background and her come up through the martial arts world and the combat sports world, because she does have 11 amateur MMA fights in her career. That's about all you could find besides the bare knuckle debut against Jenny Savage, and she boxed last month and she won a split decision boxing match professionally. So she has remained busy since fighting Jenny. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, coming into the BKFC and fighting a girl like Jenny Savage in your debut is no joke. So they must have saw something in this girl, Dmitriyeva, that they felt very strongly that she can go in there and hang with a banger like fucking Savage, right? Then she takes the loss. She bounces back. She takes a pro boxing match. She wins that one. 1 month later, she's getting right back in there with Andy Nguyen. And Andy has a boatload of experience who's coming off of a win herself. So they must really have some high hopes for this girl. And let's see if this works this time, because we really want to talk to her a little bit about this. Here we go. Dmitriyeva. Hello.
Hi, is it working this time?
Yes, it
Yes.
is. Hey, how are you?
Alrighty, I am so sorry. I am very, very new to this stuff.
Don't be sorry, because you want to know what? 1 out of every 5 guests, for whatever reason, they'll come in. Maybe we can't hear them. They're just going to back out, come back in, and it works. So, hey, it's all good.
Well, you guys couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear you.
But we can hear each other now, so we are ready to rock. I want to welcome you to the show. I'm Mish. That's Mike. This is the Mike and Mish show. Welcome to the show. We're very excited to talk to you because I was just telling Mike, I don't personally know a lot about you. I've looked into you a little bit. You have quite a bit of MMA amateur fights under your belt. You fought Jenny Savage. You just had a boxing match last month, correct?
Yes.
In December?
Yes. Sorry,
Right.
I had to remember which month it was. I'm
I
not paying
understand.
attention to months. I'm just training every day.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying you're a busy fighter. You must have shown the BKFC matchmakers and these guys really something for them to put you in against Jenny Savage, who is a very tough girl and a very tough fighter, in your debut. You go out there, you fight Jenny, you take the loss, but you bounce back with your boxing match. You get a win last month, and now all of a sudden you're fighting a girl like Andy Nguyen, who has a ton of experience in multiple different forms of combat. Tell us a little bit about your background and your come up through combat sports and martial arts that got you to where you are right now, where they're matching you up against these killers like this.
I actually have no idea why they match me against these girls, but I am willing to take any fight that they put together. Because my coach, he is the one that sets everything up. I trust him, so he just takes me to the fights and everything. But what started was I was adopted from Russia twice, and I wanted to find a way to go back to Russia to find my family. So I joined the military and wasn't able to get to Russia to find anybody. And so I tried MMA, but that never led me anywhere because I've had several coaches before and they all told me that I was worthless and never learn anything, and it's just a waste of everybody's time for me to even try.
Wow.
So I moved to Sheridan, Wyoming and met my coach, Paul Valdez, and he's the only one more stubborn than I am. He's been my coach for 9 years now, I believe.
He's the one who got in touch with us.
Yes.
Yep. That's amazing. So, hey, what branch of the military did you join?
I was in the Army. I was a military police.
Yeah, how long ago?
Ooh. Man, really? You're gonna make me feel old. Okay.
Well, if it makes okay, before you answer the question, if it makes you feel any better, Mike and I are still full time for the Connecticut Guard, and I've been in for 22 years, and he's been in for 15. So there you go.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. Make you feel a little better.
So I joined in 2007, and then I was discharged in 2009.
2009, and
I joined in 2008. See, boom.
See, look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
We're all the same, I guess. So you meet
Yeah.
Paul. He's been coaching you for 9 years, and talk a little bit about the relationship that you've made with your coach. Is he more like a brother or a father figure to you now, or just a pain in your ass? What is he?
Yeah, he's more of that. Oof. Our relationship, our friendship, it definitely wasn't something easy.
Really?
It has taken 9 years for us to figure out how to deal with each other. And I am actually not joking about that, but because of it, he understands how I fight and he knows how to teach me and everything. And I mean, why would I want to change something like that? Especially if I'm in the pros now. I don't mind getting help from other places because we like to cross train with other schools. But Paul is my main coach, and it's going to stay that way until I retire or he dies. Hopefully, I retire first.
Are you going to kill him? Is that what's going on here? Before he dies, is that what you said?
Yeah, don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Yeah. Lock away the kick.
Now, did you know much about Jenny before you went in there and fought her in your first bare knuckle fight?
No, I didn't know anything about her, and I knew her name.
Right.
And I met her before the fight. We met at weigh-ins, and she is a really nice woman. Very friendly and everything. And it was kind of weird because this is the first time one of my opponents walks up to me and is, "Oh, I'm so excited to meet you. I can't wait to fight you." Oh, and then gives me a hug. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, did that fuck with your psyche a little bit?
No, I just thought it was, I'm like, yeah, it's about time, people show respect to each other because we're all doing the same sport. We all work just as hard. So show respect to each other.
Right. It is so funny that you say that because we had our award show yesterday and our fight of the year went to Travis Thompson and David Diaz, and they came on here and Travis was talking about how David was trying to like talk to him and like be cool with him. And he was like, motherfucker, I don't want to be cool with you. I need to fight you. I could be cool after, but for now, I fucking hate you until afterwards. Could you just leave me alone? Yeah. But it was like he was trying to be his buddy. I would see how that would, I don't know.
Is that how you need to be? Do you need to hate your people that you fight?
No, I don't go in hating anybody except possibly my coach. So if I really hate my coach, then I'm going to imagine that's who I'm beating up.
That's so funny.
I can't wait to run into you two and because we're going to the fights. We'll be there. And I can't wait to run into you two because I have to see the dynamic here by how many times you're bringing up that he's a pain in the ass. I have to see this in person. I can't wait.
Hey, he feels the same way.
It's
good.
great.
I'm ready to get it on film.
And
now goodness.
And now what I could tell you without knowing too much about you, I would think that you guys are gonna be around the same height, you and Andy Nguyen. But Andy fought as an atom weight like most of her career. Like Andy is a little girl. She's and you are more of a natural 125er, right? What do you like? Is 125 your normal weight class, or is it lower normally? What do you usually fight at?
Well, in the amateurs, I actually jumped around a couple of weight classes. Is mostly fought 125. Fought 115, and there was a couple times I fought at 135, but my opponent was a lot heavier than that.
No, that's
and
tough.
I just wasn't told. So,
Right.
I mean, I've had different weight classes and stuff, but I normally cut from 165 pounds.
Wow.
Now that I'm a professional, I actually am sticking very, very close to my weight.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I go in there just like any other day. I'm
Right.
not
And
cutting weight or dehydrating or anything from my fights anymore. We figured out a way to do our diets, and it is amazing. I'm actually struggling to stay close to my weight because I'm on my weight right now.
oh shit.
That's
And I've
awesome.
been there for over a month.
Wow.
That's gonna be a good feeling.
Damn, that must be a good
Yeah,
feeling. And I know
it
that
is.
like I said, Andy's always been like an atom weight most of her MMA career. She's fighting at 115 now. I don't know that she would have any kind of power advantage over you. She's very fast and she's very technical, but I feel like there could be a power advantage with the Russian bomb going in there. Do you feel the same way?
I've never seen her fight before, like in person, so I really can't answer that very honestly. And speed is power.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that.
All right. You know, it's funny is a couple years ago when I was a platoon sergeant, I just got done my time as first sergeant, and now I've moved on to better things. But back 4 or 5 years ago, I was a platoon sergeant, and I had a new Russian soldier come in, and Mike knows this soldier, so she comes in, and she's got a hard accent. She's like only been in the United States for 10 years, and she came over when she was 19, whatever, and she's like. Can you find me a gym? Because I want to fight. And I don't want a fucking gym that's going to just take my money. I want to fucking fight people. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, I like you. And I sent her down to Rough House in Connecticut where like a lot of pros come out of there. And then she comes to work like the next week. She's like, I went to Rough House. I fucking love it there. He's like, they don't fuck around. They fight to fight. And I'm like, I like this girl. I like you a lot, man. And what
Yeah.
is it? It's in the blood, I guess. I'm
Yeah,
half
I
Russian
think
myself.
it is. I
Yeah.
think it is. It's not the fact that we like violence. It's the fact of we like the competition.
Yeah, competition. That's what it is. Competition, the
And
adrenaline.
that's pretty much all it is. And no matter what a Russian does, they pretty much are trying to be the best, better than anybody else.
Yeah. My grandfather just passed away last year, 98 years old. The dude was a farmer, 100% Russian. He didn't speak Russian, but his parents did. And they came over in like the early 1900s, and then he became a farmer. And 98 years old, the dude retired from farming at 90. They called him the Russian Hammer. He was the fucking meanest guy ever. Like earlier on in his years, like they were like, "Oh man, your Grandpa Harry, man, you didn't." His last name was Sahanchik. He was like, "You don't want to fuck with him." But then as he got older and he became like the most lovable, nicest old man ever. Everybody in the town loved him. Huge show out for his funeral. But I'm telling you, man, the work ethic, he did not stop. He would get up before the sun rised every day and then come home when the sun goes down until he was 90. Isn't that fucking nuts? You gotta love that
Nope.
shit.
Are you gonna be fighting till you're 90? Is that what I'm hearing here?
My goodness. Yeah, as long as you guys have like an old timers where we can hit each other with wheelchairs, as in like ram each other.
I like that. We'll start that. That'll be our next venture.
That sounds good. I'll be the first one there.
Hell yeah.
That sounds good. Now,
I'll have a sign up form down in South Carolina.
Okay, I will be there.
no, you said you hadn't watched her fights live. Have you watched video on Andy? I'm assuming you've watched some video on her past fights, and how can you tell us how do you feel this fight is going to play out when you step in there with Andy on the 27th?
I'm not sure, and I don't feel like telling you guys that either.
That's fine. That is fine.
Video out to everybody, but this is kind of a change for me. Fighting girls that are my height or shorter. It's really weird. I've always fought girls that were a lot taller than me. So my approach to boxing and bare knuckle boxing is completely different than MMA was.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, I can't wait to see this fight. The card that you guys are on, they built a nice card around the main event. Gogo and Cedeno is going to be a banger, but all the way down the card, there's ones that you could pick out that people can get excited about, and your fight is one of them. Before we let you go, we like to do this thing where we like to get the personality out of someone, and we're going to let your new fans figure out a little bit more about you that are non-fight questions. The first one for you is, did you have any New Year's resolutions? Do you do New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution was to be more confident in myself because I have the skills. I just need to quit doubting it.
There you go. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
And you can start it off on January 27th. There you
That's
go.
right.
Number 2.
You did the work.
Wait, I started it on the 1st.
Oh, started on the 1st. That's how New Year's resolutions work.
You did the work. Trust in the work.
Trust the work.
Exactly.
Trust the work. All right. Describe yourself using 3 words.
Lazy, caring, and driven.
Have you ever seen The Breakfast Club?
No.
It's a classic movie about kids that get Saturday. What's that?
I'm from Russia. Is it a classic in Russia?
No, maybe
Probably.
not. I doubt it.
Probably not.
But it's a classic movie. Try to check it out if you can. It's about these kids. Okay. And the way that you said that, lazy. Some guy was talking about the way that his
stupid, ugly.
He's talking about his parents talking to each other. Yeah.
Oh.
So it's really funny.
Number 3, who's a fighter you idolize coming up through the combat sports journey? Somebody you look up to.
Mike Tyson.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's the most common answer ever because Tyson's got to be the most global guy.
Well, my only reason I never supported any fighters, but my reason for Mike Tyson is he's tiny and he's powerful. He kicks butt in his weight class, and that's something that I want to be like. Is I've always been smaller than everybody else, and I want to kick butt in my weight class.
There you go. You got the bob and weave like Mike Tyson too.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Instead of getting punched right in the eye.
He used to knock people out with his punches. Now he knocks people out with his weed. I mean, that's what he does.
That's what he does.
Well, I was going more with his punches, not the other. I didn't know that he was doing that. But
oh yeah, he owns like a huge business now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, he's like made millions on it. Yep, he's back.
He sells edibles shaped like ears with a pea spitting on them.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
They're called Mike bites.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Capitalizing.
I guess they cannot stop selling them either. They sell out constantly. All right, number 4.
What would you consider your worst habit?
I don't know.
You don't have one?
No bad
I
habits.
have lots of habits that are bad. I'm just not
Just
used to
can't.
thinking of myself this way.
All right. All right. Last question for you. 2 items you couldn't live without. 2 items, 100% you cannot live without them. What you got?
Items like possession stuff or
Possessions. Yeah, what do you
anything
got?
in the world.
This is
It's
to
up
get
to
to
you.
know you right here. Anything you want. Your hand, your pistol, and your boxing gloves. Like, what do you got?
Your Mike Tyson gummies and Breakfast Club DVD.
I'm so gonna go where you guys go. No, I would say my family, absolutely. My sister's never left my side since the day she was born. And
She's in the comments right now.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Yep.
She's proud of you.
And yeah, she's at my house right now. Watching us probably then.
Yep.
Criminy.
Yes, she is.
And my service dog.
Cool. There you go. Keep that dog away from Tony Soto if you know the deal. Do you know about that? No. Tony.
You'll find out.
You'll
sure.
You'll find out. You ask anybody.
He's fighting on your card.
Yeah, ask him about it. When you see him.
My dog is nice unless he doesn't like you.
Yeah, nah, you'll get a good kick out of it. It's funny as hell. And you like Mike Tyson, so Tony thinks like Mike Tyson. He's a savage with the wordplay. Anyways,
so I should wear earmuffs when I meet him.
Oh yeah, if you don't like hearing that kind of stuff, I'm telling you.
No, I mean that way he doesn't bite my ears off.
Yeah. No. He's not going to bite your ears. He might threaten your dog. I don't know. Let's give you
all right
a last chance. Shout a few things out, and then we'll let you get up out of here.
Okay. Well, I want to thank BKFC for inviting me to another show, and definitely so quickly. I appreciate that. And I want to thank my coach for sticking with me through everything and going on this journey with me. I know I'm not an easy person to deal with, so I appreciate that very much, Paul Valdez. And his family, Mark and Mark Jr., they're assisting with all of my training. And it's the first people that have actually ever wanted to be a serious part of this team. And a really serious part of my life. So I want to thank you guys for everything. And thank you for my family for being there.
Yeah, outstanding. Got to have a strong family. You're building one right now. And if you guys haven't already, go down, follow her on social medias, and pay attention to her fight January 27th, BKFC 35 against Andy Nguyen. Thank you very much. We'll see you in Myrtle Beach.
Thank you.
Take it easy. We'll see you.
Good night.
Bye. You too.
Bye. There she is, Veronika Dmitriyeva. She will be taking on the CrAsian down there. The Russian versus the CrAsian. The Russian bomb versus the CrAsian. And
I'll tell you what, I hope Andy Nguyen brings some of that friggin' beef jerky because I ate that whole bag in one sitting. She sent that bag. Yeah. I ate that whole thing in one sitting. The whole friggin' it probably had like 152 grams of protein in one sitting.
Yep. And then you sat. Then you just sat.
Oh my God, it was so good.
You didn't capitalize on that protein.
18,000 grams of sodium.
No, it's fantastic. It really is some of the best tasting shit you'll ever
taste.
Oh
my God, it was the best.
Our next guest has been waiting patiently. He is one half of the main event in Myrtle Beach, kicking off the 2023 campaign for the BKFC with a shot at a title shot here. This is a title eliminator against Cedeno. Let's bring him in, our friend Gogo Slaveski.
Bam!
What's
bam?
Like
there
magic,
he is, man.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Oh, you know us. We're always good, Gogo. How are you?
Thank you for the invite, man. I just came from the gym right now, and I'm feeling good, to be honest.
Hell you always, you know, we see you on social media. You seem like you're always having a good time. You seem like you're either training or having a good time. You're loving your life down there in Florida, right?
It's all about enjoying the journey, right?
It really is, man.
It is.
And hey, man, I gotta tell you, we had the award show last night.
Yes.
And your fans, you got to educate your fans. Here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Your fans need to vote for you in the comment section of the post that we put up instead of just liking your post.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
We were
But
looking.
listen, I'm very bad when it comes to social media and pushing people to do that. So that I'm gonna take that responsibility for sure.
Nah, that's fine. We were like, nah, man, because honestly, and you know, not to toot your horn or anything, but fucking 4-0 in 7 months in your rookie campaign, and like 2 of them, I feel like were 2 of them on short notice, or were they all on short notice?
No. Well, the first one was pretty much, and the second one was actually the last one was
The last one, right?
Yeah, the last. But the other ones were scheduled normally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Denver one was impressive.
Yeah.
That was that of the 4 fights in 2022. Was the one out in Denver your favorite fight of them all?
Yeah, and when I came over there and nobody told me about the altitude, it was like, surprise, you're not gonna be able to breathe.
Did it affect you pretty hard in that fight?
Yeah, I was not expecting it coming from over here, from Miami, from sea level. Usually when I come from Macedonia, I train on the mountains over there. Like, I don't mind. And it doesn't bother me, but coming from over here, I felt it.
Now,
I could just imagine on that short notice too. That's like really tough.
Yeah,
that kid was tough as hell too. He was a little bulldog. That guy was built like a little bulldog for sure.
Yeah,
And you went in there and you handled him pretty well, man. It was a fucking great night. You did it in front of an amazing crowd that night too.
Yeah, thank you, brother, thank you. Well, you know, it's bare knuckle boxing. I'll take a fight on 2-hour notice as long as the weight is right.
That show, right? It started off with that Keegan Sampson. Did you hear that hit? That Keegan Sampson. It was the very first fight, and he clocked. I forget who he fought, but that shot was so friggin' loud. That place exploded. Even on Facebook, people were like, "That's the loudest hit I think I've ever heard come off the television screen." Like that shit was insane. I don't know if you saw that being in the back.
I saw it. No, I was in the crowd for the first couple of fights.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
man, that really set the tone.
It sounded like when a Major League Baseball player breaks his bat hitting a baseball. It sounded like a baseball bat breaking on that fucking dude's head. It was crazy.
It was his hand that broke too.
You know what I remember about Denver, Gogo, is after your fight, me and Mike usually do post fight interviews like immediately after. And we go see Ryan Perez, and we're like, is Gogo available? He's like, yeah, he's with the doctor. And then we go back like 10 minutes later. We're like, where'd he go? He's like, you know, this fucking guy, he's got to shower. He's got to be all fucking cute and he's got to get clean. You know, fucking Gogo. He's got to take a shower. Blah, blah, blah. We started laughing.
Gotta look good after the fight, bro. You know,
we're like, yeah, it's no big deal.
That.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, man. So you got yourself now after 4 fights in 7 months, you're obviously in the good graces of the bosses and all the brass and bare knuckle and BKFC. Were you surprised when you got the call that said you're going to main event an event, the first event of the year, and not to mention it's going to be a title eliminator? You win this one, you get a shot at whether it be Palomino or wherever the belt sits at that time.
I mean, I knew it was coming sooner or later, but to be honest, like for the first month of the year, I was not expecting. I was surprised, and I mean, I was so happy, man, when I saw that poster. I was like, yes, it's my time now, finally.
And you know, if you keep the pace that you fought on in 2023, starting in January in 2022, starting in January 2023, you could fight like 9 times this year, Gogo.
Yeah.
You'd have to be fucking superhuman to do it, but
hopefully, yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to do. Create a superhuman status. But yeah, hopefully by April or like May, that's gonna be a year from when I started BKFC, and I'm gonna hopefully I'm gonna get the title.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You've definitely taken the sport by storm. I feel like, hey, there's this new guy Gogo fighting. Cool. By the end of the year, everyone's like, oh shit, Gogo. Like that's a fucking rapid change in your life, no?
Yeah, it's a huge change.
Do people notice you around town when you walk around? Does anybody come up to you and be like, oh, you
Well,
know, you go to events, people want, not like everybody, but hey, it's people every now and then. It's nice. They come by and they want to talk to you, take a picture.
In Macedonia, yeah, but in Miami, I'm not very known, to be honest.
But even better, like your home. Yeah, that's your home. You go back
Yeah.
there and you're like the hometown hero.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn cool.
Nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice. I love the support from the country that is coming.
And I saw our sponsors, Guerrilla Warfare, all of our sponsors, all three of us, and you've got a shirt, Gogo the Great.
Yeah.
I mean, how perfect is that?
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Not a lot of people know that Alexander the Great was Macedonian, so that kind of like I have a story behind it.
Yeah.
Nah, that is perfect for you. Like Mike said, you're now this well-known figure, probably in your home country, but also probably in the Miami. You live in Miami, or do you live? Where do you live down there in Miami? Are you recognized down there as well?
From people that watch the BKFC, yes, I'm known, but like from regular people, nah. I'm not that famous yet.
Not yet. You will be. Now you're fighting Cedeno, and Cedeno has a long MMA career. He's got 18 fights in MMA. I believe he's 2-0 in BKFC. I want to say the last time we saw him, I was saying it to Mike, and I should have looked into this. Was it Knucklemania 2 the last time he fought for bare knuckle?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's been out for a minute. He hasn't been in action for 11 months now. So he's coming back, but this is a guy who has 5-6 fights in the UFC, fought for Titan FC. He's got a lot of experience under his belt. He's probably the most experienced fighter that you have stepped in there yet. I'm assuming that Ryan, the cheat code, has a game plan for you, but what can you tell us about your thoughts on Cedeno, and how do you see a scrap with him going on January 27th?
He's an MMA fighter. I don't underestimate nobody, even though he hasn't been active. But I also don't care about his experience, if that makes sense. So I respect him as a fighter. He's gonna come over there and try to fight for sure. But my game plan is different, and you know what I do when I come to the scene. I bring pain a lot, and that's what you guys are gonna see.
I like to see pain.
I must
don't
break.
like pain, but I like to see it.
Yeah. And you're gonna hear it too, I promise you.
I'm ready for it. Nothing like that bare knuckle crack when you're live. Oh my God, there's nothing like it.
As have you ever headlined a card before on any fight card?
No, that's what I was so excited in 10 years of professional, not 10, but I think around 7 years of professional boxing. I haven't been the main event, and then in BKFC within a year, like not I got to be the main event, and I'm so grateful, man. I'm so happy. I'm so excited.
It's got to be the fastest rise through the ranks like that we've seen. The BKFC's only been around for 5 years, but in the 5 years, I can't think of anybody that made their debut in July last year.
I made it in April.
April. It was April. Okay, April. So April to a title eliminator in like 9 months, 8 months. That's fucking unbelievable. And now let me ask you this: when you're going in there against Cedeno, I know you're ultra confident, and you feel like he's the next step for you towards greatness. Are you hoping that Palomino is the man to defend the 165-pound title? Like, could you ever have imagined last April possibly fighting Luis Palomino, a year down the road?
Not within a year. I was not expecting it, but I don't even know if I'm gonna fight him yet. We'll see if he's gonna keep the title. to be honest, I don't care who has it.
Right.
You already know that, and I don't care even if it's gonna be on 1 week notice. I will fight for that title, and like I can't wait. I can't wait for that moment. That's gonna be, man. That's gonna be fireworks.
It really would be, and like to fight a guy that caliber name, that important to the sport that you're in right now, and let's face it, he's still, you know, pound for pound #1 and could be the best in the world right now in your sport. You know, of course, you got Lorenzo and Misfit, and there's other ones that got that claim for pound, but Luis is there at #1, but he is 42 years old. And you're very young. This could be the passing of the guard right here.
Like I said, man, I have full respect, no matter the age, no matter the the experience or whatever. They've been in the game for a long time, but unfortunately, this is my weight division now. I took over, and either they can step back or I'll run through them, and that's how it's gonna be. It's nothing personal. I just need that belt, and I'll take it. It sounds like a bully kind of, but
No, I like it. That was good.
It's confidence. It's ultra confident. Like I said earlier, ultra confidence. I have never seen you or talked to you and felt like you have any doubt in yourself. I don't get that vibe
Or
off
disrespect.
Or disrespect. I think it's just a confidence thing.
It's just I need that belt. That's for me. Like I need it. That's for me. Like it's meant to be mine. I don't know how to explain.
Hey, listen, you are on a collision course for that belt. So it's one way or another. It seems like you're on the best track to success right now, and you're paving your own way.
And there's a lot. There's like man, like the quick rise that you've gotten, and like you continue on this path, and people are really becoming fans of yours. Then we start dream matchmaking. Like, can you imagine? You know, we see Gogo and Brito down the road. We see Caleb Harris down the road, like Joe Elmore, Connor Turney. Holy smokes, dude! Your future is bright. I gotta say, I'm excited about this, man.
Excited about the future for you. So, what does the next 2 weeks look like for you?
In what way? In preparation way?
Yeah. What do you do? Are you gonna train for the rest of the week? Fly down in 5 or 6? Fly up in 5 or 6 days? You driving? How you doing it?
So I'm fully training. This is like the peak of the training camp right now. So one of the hardest weeks. I think I'm gonna fly over there like a day before the weigh-ins, something like that. So until then, it's gonna be a bunch of training. I'm gonna even like run after this podcast. I have to.
Yep.
It's part of my homework.
Gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's constant training. It's not because of it's because of the fight. It's kind of part of me. Now it became part of me. I've been training my whole life. I've been always like training once or twice a day. So until the fight, it's gonna be a constant training and pushing myself to the limits. It's always like that. It's always gonna be like that, I think.
Fighting is your full-time job, Gogo?
Yes.
Man.
For now, yes. I'm totally dedicated.
That's amazing.
Especially seeing that title right now, like around the corner.
Yeah.
Yes, it's full-time, 24/7.
Fucking awesome.
Very cool.
Man, oh man, you're living the dream. You're living a fighter's dream right now, for sure. You live in one of the most beautiful fucking areas in the entire world. Mike and I, we love it every single time we go down to Miami. We have a blast down there. The weather is always great. Dude, we're excited to see you fight on January 27th. We're gonna play a little game called This or That with you. We're gonna get to know Gogo a little more. This or that. All you gotta do is pick one or the other. Okay.
Okay.
This is too easy.
No hard questions, please.
No hard questions, Gogo. You just gotta pick one. Are you going with horror or comedy movies?
I never watch horror. Always comedy.
Always comedy. You get nightmares?
No, it's because like if I never watch TV, so if I decide to watch TV,
It's to
why
laugh.
why would I put myself in that kind of state? TV is for pleasure, right? So
Yeah.
why would I be in fight mode over there, like trying to figure shit out, or like trying to be like, oh, hold on, who's gonna die now?
Great reasoning there.
You
I
don't want to
love it.
be in your window like this, like waiting for somebody
Yeah,
to
and
sneak
then
up on
you
your
get-
ass.
It's like, what was that? What was that? Like, hold on, you know.
Oh man, I love it. Number 2.
Are you up early or you sleeping in?
Sleep in always.
Really?
Get that rest. Get that
Sleeping?
rest. You could stay up all night, right?
Yes, sleeping. Like I have problems sleeping, so when I fall asleep, I don't want you to wake me up. Like the mornings are the worst for me.
Rather train till 2 in the morning and then sleep in, right?
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's like the opposite. Like it's funny how like a lot of fighters are like you, and then a lot of fighters are like Lorenzo Hunt, who's up an hour and a half before the sun rises, fucking doing shit at like
Needs to beat the sun up.
Yeah,
But for me also, it helps me for the fight because the fights are always around like 9, 10, 11. So I basically adapt my body to be awake at those times.
Yeah, it's smart.
I feel like a lot of people end up switching. Yeah, they'll wake up early and then like at the end of the camp or towards the end of the camp, they start training later.
People
you just do it from the beginning.
I love it, man. Number 3, money or intelligence?
Intelligence always. You're gonna make money if you're intelligent.
There you go. Smart answer.
Smart
right
answer.
there.
Yep.
That's an intelligent answer right there. Number 4.
Breast or thigh?
Wait, what's
your guess? Oh, well, it's your guess on what we're talking about because I'm not really sure. It doesn't say.
this is with double meaning.
Yes, there you go. He's picking up the innuendos here.
I'll go with a thigh.
Yeah, see that's the thing. I'm a breast and a thigh guy. If we're talking about two different things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. but I'm always a thigh guy. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I respect that.
Man. Write that down, ladies.
Yeah.
I mean, cooks, whatever. Anybody. All right, number 5. Swim in a pool or swim in the ocean? What'd you rather do?
Swim in the pool. Like that's not my area, so I feel vulnerable around sharks.
There it is.
Yeah, there's something about a pool that doesn't try to kill you.
I have said this many times. My older brother is about the scariest dude you'll ever meet in your life. He's a former Ranger, sniper, fucking stone cold killer, out of the military now, and he just still seems like he'll snap on a fucking dime. You know what? That dude don't like the ocean. You know why? Because fucking sharks live in that bitch. He's not about that life.
I'll fight anything and anybody on the ground.
I'll fight a shark with legs, bro. But not in the water.
Yeah, shark with
legs. All right, number 6.
Mike Tyson or Floyd Mayweather? That's a toughie.
No, Tyson all day because I have him even tattooed over here on my chest.
Nice.
Knocking out Bruno. So
no shit.
But when it comes to accomplishments and like the art of it, like Floyd is definitely an artist.
Yeah,
even though I don't like him, but Floyd is definitely an artist. He brought a different type of style to the game.
Mm-hmm.
He sure did. But Mike Tyson's the man. Everybody knows
Mike Tyson is the name.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, liquor or beer?
Oh, beer.
Beer. There you go. Easy answer, man. Gogo's good at this game. It's like, I hope you all are taking notes on your new favorite fighter. All right, number 8.
Walk across hot pavement barefoot or walk across a floor full of Legos barefoot.
I'll go with the hot pavement.
Yeah, me too. I'll tell you what, them Legos are no joke.
You know, I watched a video of these two idiots the other day playing soccer against each other on a field covered in Legos, barefoot soccer. And afterwards, these two fucking morons did it for the likes and comments on the internet. You know what I mean? They get done, and these two guys sit down on the grass on the side
They got to be
And
bleeding everywhere.
they're bleeding all over their feet. It was like brutal. I'm like, holy shit, those guys are fucked for like 3 weeks.
People
Oh
will
my
do
God.
anything for life nowadays.
Yeah,
That is
it's-
something.
Like anything.
no, I feel with the hot pavement, you can kind of like heel walk it real quick.
Yeah,
you
you
know
get
what I
it.
mean?
Yeah, you
You
get
But,
like a
but
thing.
also
going.
over here it says walk, so I can speed walk. You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't speed walk on Legos.
No,
yeah,
try
you
it.
can't speed walk. You gotta suffer. It's like, well,
It's suffering because you know what? The pavement's not going to stick to your foot when you're done. Those Legos are going to still be there. So even after you get
Right.
across them and you go to take a couple steps, you got like 3 of them. One falls off. There's still 2 there. Yeah, that ain't good.
you say, yo, fuck this, and you start running on the hot pavement, you can run away.
Yeah,
But
you
if
are.
you say fuck this on the Lego, you still gotta walk slowly.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
they'll come with you.
Yeah,
The Legos come with you.
exactly.
I guess that was an easy one when you really break that question
Yeah,
down.
we really
All
broke
right.
that down way into it.
All right, number 9. Uncomfortable socks or uncomfortable underwear. Which one you taking?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm taking the uncomfortable underwear because I've been running with uncomfortable underwear. I've been training sometimes with like, it depends. Even when I was a kid, sometimes you don't have like comfortable underwear, so you gotta go and do your thing.
I hear you on that. And you know what? That's a good answer because when I was a kid, if that fucking sewn line at the end of your toes was just canted to the right or the left a little bit and my shoe went on, I'd be like, and I'd be gonna take my shoe off like it was such a pain. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't like these socks, Mom. I gotta get new ones, because the fucking sewn thing is a little bit to the side, But we've been wearing uncomfortable underwear forever. I just noticed that a couple years ago. I was like, damn, these fucking underwear suck. And I went on like a whole soul searching mission to find like the right boxer briefs because I got so like MeUndies and all those things. And man, some of them, I'm telling you, there's some good ones out there, like Jimmy John's or whatever they're fucking
I've
called.
been wearing cheapest underwear like half of my life, so like I'm used to that. But socks because I run like every day and like I need it. I need to be comfortable.
Fucking
Dude,
Gogo's running around in Miami and them 100% cottons. It's fucking dying.
Yo,
Yes.
Mike will agree with me on this. Gogo, it is especially fucking annoying for us when we put our uniform on every day and we put our socks on and we put our combat boots on and we tie them up and we get ready to walk out the door and you got to walk out your fucking house and that sock seam is like just off in your boots. Now you got to unlace the whole fucking goddamn. You got to unblouse your pants because you got to unblouse the pants. You got to undo the boots.
Fucking 2 minutes to do.
It's a fucking whole process. The underwear is the right answer.
Yep.
We're in agreement. 100%.
You're killing this.
And the last question for you, sir.
Ask for permission or ask for forgiveness?
Ask for forgiveness.
There it is. This guy's a savage. I'm telling you.
Forget
Go.
Just walk off.
Yeah.
You just killed
Drop
that
the
one.
goddamn mic. He killed this or that. That's your guy, Gogo Slaveski. He is making his return to the BKFC Squared Circle, January 27th, BKFC 35, first event of the calendar year for 2023. And I think they have like 6 events in like 8 weeks coming up, starting January 27th. So if you don't have the app, get the goddamn app. We have been telling you guys for so long. You can get 6 events for $4.99 pretty much. So Gogo, we'll give you a second. Say a few final words and we'll let you get out of here.
Man, tune in January 27th because I'm going for the title. You know what's going to happen. Just tune in and listen and watch the fireworks. That's all I'm going to say.
There it is. Gogo, are you married?
No, I'm not.
No,
Would you
he's
like
not.
to be Kyle's brother?
Yeah, you want to be my brother because my sister just asked that question.
I just saw that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my sister just asked in the comment section if you are married. So
for real? Oh no, I'm not. I was though. But
he was. And Megan, he doesn't need that distraction right now. He's going for a world title. So
I'm
glad.
right
So
now.
politely fuck off, would you?
Yeah,
Thank you for being my brother. Plan. Thank you.
Man, Gogo, it's always a blast talking to you. We love you guys over there at Slaughterhouse,
Thank
and
you,
we will
guys.
see you down there.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys always.
Yes, sir.
Always, yeah, man. We'll see you in Myrtle, all right?
Yep.
For sure. I'll see you guys there.
All
Take it
right.
easy.
Later, man. Good
bye-bye.
night. Have a good run.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good run in the 100% cottons.
Yeah, and them 100% cottons and that 100% fucking humidity.
You know
It's
what,
gonna be
man?
100% fucking swamp ass and FBI itch.
Kyle, shut your face, Kyle. She says, you know, it's we have developed like relationships. Of course, we're unbiased in our, and we'll never make fight picks, but we just have we have developed friendships in this game, and like Ryan Perez and his like select group that hangs around him. Those guys are fucking awesome, man. And I appreciate Gogo and Ryan and Brian and Howard. Those guys are all fucking very welcoming to us, and we kind of gotten along with them very well from the jump. So I know that there was some stuff circulating on the internet today about Slaughterhouse and some shit that went down with the bad promotions. And all I'll say about this is keep opinions to yourselves until you find out the entire full story, because we heard some things today, and before anybody jumps to any conclusions, I would just let the process play out, because people's names might get cleared quicker than you actually think, or maybe they won't. But there is a process in play, and let it fucking play, because these are good people, man. We talk to them all the time, and we wouldn't want to see anybody get fucked over, especially when their careers are kicking off and they're really impressing in the craft that they're in. So, shout out to Gogo getting his title eliminator shot January 27th. Shout out to Veronika Dmitriyeva, who's getting a shot at Andy Nguyen on January 27th as well. She's a cool character. I mean, she's tough. She's a tough nut. That one, I was like, I think we were having a little difficulty trying to.
This is me.
Yeah, we're trying to get
to like figure out.
But you know what?
Like, I couldn't read her facial expressions. Where's she going?
What I was thinking is, like, if anybody can bring the personality out of that girl, it's us, and we were kind of doing that there, man.
Just a little bit, you know.
We're gonna get to her down in
peel
Myrtle
away
Beach,
the layers, you know.
Yeah, peel away the layers. Of that
peel them away. We'll see them in person. We're gonna get to see her and her coach go back and forth, and hopefully we get some funny stuff on film. So that'll be great. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
This is gonna be a great trip. We were talking about the card earlier, but like we don't have to go through the whole thing. But dude, think about this, man. Marcus Brimage versus Trevor Lokins on that. We talked to Trevor last week. We got to know him a little bit. That's a pretty exciting fight. Yeah. You got Tony Soto on there against Josh Marr. This card has a whole bunch of fucking awesome fights that I'm pretty excited to see happen. I'm pretty excited to see go down. Yeah, we talked Mike Lowry, Jacoby Lowry, and Armas. We talked to both of those guys a week or two, maybe a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. Yep. I'm just saying, man.
How about that one?
Oh, Steve-O and James Brown, hot water. I'm telling you.
How about this one?
Oh my God, Albert Anquan and Devin Gibson. What the fuck?
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
This is a crazy good card to kick off the year right there. You know, Smith brothers got them 3 fighters on there. Kevin's in the comments right there. Steve-O, Devin Gibson, and Roberto Armas are all Smith brothers.
There's Paul Teague is going to be fighting again. Bashaw, I'm not familiar with Bashaw too much, but that's fine. This is great. You get to meet some new people. Coltrane and Jackson, another couple of guys.
And then, dude, there's that one guy. Did you see? Or maybe that's not on this card.
This one?
This dude. I don't know much about Murat Kazgan, but I'm going to tell you right now, that dude looks like he will snatch your soul from your fucking body. I looked up a couple things on him, and
the soul snatcher.
Yeah, Jordan Weeks, I looked him up too, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know much about either one of those two gentlemen, but they do look to be built differently, the two of those guys. So I'm interested to see how that one goes.
I do love, that's one thing, like every card, it's like, okay, I don't know these people, but then you kind of get to know them. learn about them, learn their stories, watch them fight, talk to them afterwards. And then you feel like you kind of know them, like you've been there through some trials and tribulations. There's something about that vulnerability, win or lose. You see them in different stages of their life within just a few days.
Right.
The emotions that lead up to the weigh-ins and they're trying to lose weight and stuff like that, right? Then they go to the weigh-ins and then they're a little relieved when they talk to you. So they kind of come out of their shell a bit and they're excited about what's going to happen. Then you talk to them on fight night and the adrenaline's rushing and you got that person. It's all these different little personalities in one person. And then after the fight, win or lose, now they're even more vulnerable because they're either extremely excited and ready to speak to you, or they either don't want to speak because they lost, so they're a little timid or shy or upset, or they do want to talk to you and just kind of just be like, damn, I wish it's just kind of cool to see all these different people and learn everything about them pretty much and how they are in all these different situations in just a short 48 or 72 hours. It's pretty incredible.
Right. And then we get them on this show and we get to pull their personality out even more. And
Yes.
Gogo's a perfect example of that, dude. I just, that's why I love this show so much. I love doing this shit so much, and I'll do it as long as I can. If we can make a living out of this shit one day, it would be a dream. You know how they say, if you're doing what you love, it doesn't feel like a job. This is like the best hobby that I've ever picked up. I love getting to know these fighters on a personal level, and it is super cool.
And everyone else that comes along with it, the people who are watching the show, the sponsors, the coaches, Kevin Smith's in here, Scott Farley, Ryan, every single person. I know I'm leaving people out. DJ Tony, we do this all the time. And then someone will text us and be like, you didn't say me. And I'm like, that's because we met like 7,000 people in like a year. So it's impossible. I can't ever think of it all.
Nah, man. So that's it for, it is. It's an amazing run. And BKFC is about to kick off what could play out to be an incredible year. Like I said, six events in like the first 2.5 months here.
Yeah.
They started dropping. If we start talking about this, we'll be on here all night. But guys, get on the app. Get on the app and take a look at all the fights that they added to Knucklemania 3. There's a shitload of them on there now, and my God, that night is gonna be insane. Albuquerque's a fight town. They go nuts for their fights down there. They added a whole bunch of fights on there. So I'm just gonna
do this real quick.
Well, Mike can do this real quick. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Hunt in Richmond. Everybody's been waiting for this. This is going to be fantastic. I mean, just everyone knows. Don't even need to really explain that.
Austin
Sanchez and Trout. This is going to be. See, people are going to count Sanchez out. I think that's a great thing because, the guy is a friggin' dog and he can grab this. He can grab Austin Trout. Austin Trout is a boxer.
The thing about this too is, and if I don't know if you guys listen to this to this show on Sirius XM, Jimmy Smith's Unlocking the Cage had Austin Trout on this afternoon. They were talking about him venturing over from a champion boxer, a very successful boxer, gloved boxer, into bare knuckle fighting in his hometown Albuquerque, and they pull in Diego Sanchez, who has spent his entire life down in Albuquerque. He's got fucking the Albuquerque flag tattooed on his damn ribs. And Jimmy was talking to him about some of the people might have about Diego. And Trout said it best. And he was like, listen, when they offered me Diego, I told them, make sure he gets like stringently put through all the medical tests possible to make sure that he is good to go. If he is good to go, 100%, I'm down to fight him. And then he said he looked into it even more, and he started looking at statistics and the fact that CTE and brain injuries is few and far in between with bare knuckle as far as compared to glove boxing. So he was like, you know what? I don't have a problem with it. He cleared medicals. Diego's a fucking warrior. He's a savage. He's going to get in there and fight, and I'm going to do my thing. So anybody that has any questions about Diego Sanchez, don't have those questions, man. Diego's going to be just fine, and him and Trout are going to put on a show for that Albuquerque crowd.
Yep.
Keep on scrolling. My God, look at this. Look at this.
They didn't see that coming. This was like a complete surprise to me. I was like, what? Dodson and
John
Grant?
Dodson
Holy shit.
and Jared Kid Gotti Grant, man. That fight took me by surprise. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was like, holy shit. Like they just threw this on this card too. Like, oh my God. This could be its own main event here.
Yeah, that is a main event fight.
This is a main
that is
event
an absolute. That is
every
an
other
absolute,
day, every other event. Like this is
I
this
saw
is
that.
not even the co-main. That's insane to me.
Yeah, that blew my damn mind for sure. Keep on scrolling down. Noah Cutter got added to the card.
That's gonna be a crazy fight. It doesn't matter if he's winning or losing the fight, it's gonna be insane. We know it.
Cutter's always in there. Look at that. Jamie Hinshaw and
about this?
Charissa Sagala. Sagala is the same way as Cutter. It doesn't matter who she's fighting. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be exciting. It's going to get nasty. It's going to get bloody. Jamie Hinshaw's about that life too. This is going to be a good one right here.
Hinshaw, she comes out swinging like she did the last time. This is going to be something. Look at this. Torres is fighting Moreno, and we saw Moreno fight.
Yes, we did. And Christian Torres looked phenomenal in his last fight too.
Yes, he did. He's looking really good. So that's going to be another good one. And then look at our buddy.
Cito Navarro. Cito's back. He's going to be
fighting this gentleman here, Nick Gonzalez. Who
can't say I know anything about him, but
nope.
The next one, dude. Look at this.
Look at this. This is not going to be the correct order, right?
I can't imagine that it is. There's no way. That one's going to be main card, like
it's still on the main card, right?
But it's going to be like third or fourth from the top. There's no way that's down there. The wild man Chevy Bridges makes his return against Kevin Kroom, man, the man with the mullet and the mustache. There he is.
Bridges was saying that he's the first fighter to fight on a Knucklemania twice, or first male fighter, I guess, because Sagala was fought at Knucklemania 1. Now she's fighting at Knucklemania 3. So that's a pretty cool little historical fact there.
Yeah, back-to-back Knucklemanias. And then look at that. The older Dotson, Eric Dotson, he impressed the shit out of everybody. Nick Villar told us that night he has never, ever been hit as hard as he did by Eric Dotson that day.
That's the first thing he said to us.
He said that, and he said, I don't think guys 145 pounds should be able to hit that hard. That's what he told us. He was like, that dude should not be able to hit that hard. So
it took him way by surprise.
Yeah, it flashed his life before his fucking eyes when he landed that punch on him. So there it is. I mean,
then we got another fight, Sanchez and Perez. Not sure who they are, but just like we were just talking about, hey, we will find out who they are. And let's, I don't know, Kyle, let's just look real quick at one fight over here that we were talking about earlier, that I didn't even know about. Didn't even know this was a thing.
Oh, the co-main?
Till like 10 minutes before we got on the air. Yes.
Boom. Lights Out Lily, Guerrilla Warfare sponsored fighter against a GOAT combat mainstay, Bobby Taylor, ODB. Wow. That one. Yeah, where'd that come from? I don't know.
Did I know about this and forget? I can't. I don't know, but here it is.
Guys, they're starting to stack these cards up, and they're starting to build these fight cards very nicely, very fan friendly fucking fight cards here, man. And like I said on the award show yesterday, 108 knockouts in 19 events, 244 fights, 108 knockouts, 58, I think it was 58 or 59 TKOs.
Yeah.
Incredible numbers. This is the sport. If you want action, this is it, man. And we're here, and we're gonna continue covering it. We're gonna load up next week with a bunch more people from this card coming up. Stay tuned with us. Mike, you have anything else for these peeps? Because it's Friday. It's Friday Eve, and tomorrow is the first day of our weekend, and I'm looking forward to getting some time off.
Yes, I cannot wait. This last week, if I could tell you the amount of hours that we put into watching all these fights and friggin' editing videos, and Kyle is coming up with pictures, and we're with the awards. Holy shit. We were like, we're going to get awards. And I thought we were going to, oh, there's a website. Ding. And we're going to scroll through like 100 of them, pick one, and we're going to type in what we want. And that would be it. It would take an hour, maybe. It took weeks to get those fucking awards going. We were calling people, we're searching, we're fucking putting through orders, they're falling through. Etsy, it was a whole friggin' thing. I mean, we spent so much time on those awards.
It really
we
is.
wanted legit awards. So,
but wait till these awards come in.
Yeah, they're
they
gonna be awesome.
They sent us the proofs of them today. They started etching them today, and them things are gonna be nice. We should have ordered one extra just for us for fun.
Yeah,
and you want to know something?
We still can do it.
You know what? I want to toot our own horn one time before we
toot it. Toot my horn.
We don't have anyone else. It's just
us. It's just us two.
It's two idiots from New England that's doing that. So that all that shit yesterday was just two dum-dums named Mike and Mish. So fuck it.
Yeah, we're just a couple of goofs.
Couple
of goons that talk about fucking fighting every day at lunchtime.
Student of the week, right here.
Yep,
man.
we're the guys that hide away every now and then and just sit there and we're talking all the time about fucking fighting and stuff.
And you know what? Hey, you know what we should do here, Mike? This is where we should shout out our wives real quick, because before we close it out for the night, let's do this. Amy and Steph are fucking angels because his Stephanie, my Stephanie, my Amy and his Stephanie,
my Stephanie.
They tolerate a lot. They let us fucking do this shit. They have faith in us, and I feel like a lot of people would probably like give us a lot. I feel like we got the right ones because we put a lot of time and effort.
Check back in with me in like a year at this time.
No, man. Shout out to them, man, for always letting us fucking follow this dream that we got here, that one day we could do this for a living. And you know, they leave us alone and they let us get it done. And we're getting better at it. So
here's what I say. I go to Steph and I go, listen, don't you want to move to Florida? This could help us move to Florida one day. As long as I like throw those little fucking nuggets in there like that, it's like, hey, this isn't for me. This is for you. Have that nugget. So you want to move to Florida? Here, take some of those. There you go.
One day we will live.
But it's true. I'll move. Yeah. Shit. I fucking hate living up here. Kidding me?
Yeah, it's 29 degrees outside right now. Who wants that shit? Mike.
Don't worry, Russ. I got lots of shit. Kyle sugarcoating this whole thing.
No, we do.
They are great though. I kid.
They're very supportive. It's been a great night. Thank you to Gogo. Thank you to I got to pronounce it. Hold on. Yeah, Dmitriyeva, her last name, but I'm gonna pronounce her name. Hold on.
You're gonna pronounce it?
Yep, because we've been doing it wrong. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Veronika.
Oh, okay.
Veronika.
Stupid. Ugh.
Yeah. Now we're not so stupid. No, we just learned something. We learned something. We done learned.
Thank God you guys stuck around till the end.
Veronika.
Not every day.
Dmitriyeva and Gogo Slaveski. You guys were great tonight. We can't wait to see you in Myrtle Beach. And thank you all for tuning in. That is enough for us tonight. Peace.